Welcome back to round 3 of the Dungeon Keeper 1 creature tournament. I'll just move us across to the brackets so we can have a look at where we actually are. So coming up, we've got the Vampire versus Tunneler, quite an easy match. Orc versus Ghost, I think that might be quite close. Druid versus Monk, no idea how that'll fare. From watching the Mistress and the Druid before, Druid might have an edge if he uses all his spells correctly. Wizard versus Hellhound, Troll versus Fly, Beetle versus Barbarian, Fairy versus Dragon, and the Dwarf versus Samurai. I'm quite looking forward to this. I think the Dragon may win just because it's got such a high health pool and it can heal, but we'll find out. To make things easier, I'll add a visual up in the bottom left hand corner so we can actually see what's coming up next, and you can flick around in the YouTube video to actually view what you want. So the first one we have is the Vampire versus Tunneler. So if I get the Tunneler out of here, that's the Mountain Dwarf. Tunneler is the blonde one. There's the Vampire. Using that slow, and then the drain again. Already taken off quite a bit of HP. Looks like the Vampire tends to use drain until he gets actually backed into a corner. I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but we did see it against the Giant previously, that once he gets into melee, there we go, he uses his melee attack, and that is a lot stronger than that drain spell. Let's put the Horned Reaper in here to finish off the Vampire. Actually quite a close fight this is, but seems like the Horned Reaper has quite high dexterity, so whenever he's swinging that melee hit, he's not actually making contact. Vampire being the highest costing creature within Dungeon Keeper except for the Avatar and Horned Reaper. Next up we have the Orc versus the Ghost. The Orc's just been frozen there, so we'll use the Ghost out of this one. The spiders like to go into the prison and freeze some of the creatures in there. So we've got, there's the drain, and it looks like that spirally thing around the Ghost is actually a rebound for, and the Orc is really doing a number on the Ghost. It tried to flee there. Well done to the Orc. Next up we have the Druid versus the Monk. Now I'll get the Monk out of the prison because he does have a self-heal. Here's the Druid. Slow on both of them. Druid has frozen him, using Drain on him, that red beam. Hailstorm there, which is a bit more of an AoE ability. That Guided Missile. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a drain off here. Monk seems to be losing a little bit. He does need to use that heal soon, otherwise there it is. I don't know if the Druid's got a heal. He must do. I wonder how this long does this go on for. They've sped up a little bit. It's going to be a close one. It's a very good fight. Caster fight. The Druid needs to use that heal pretty soon. He's got that freeze in, but the Monk did manage to get that heal in just before the freeze. So the Druid's going to have to make a bit of time back here. It's getting very close again. You do need to heal, Druid, otherwise you're going to lose. And that is a Monk win. Well done, well done. That was probably one of the best fights we've seen yet. I did think the Druid was going to have it. His health was staying a lot higher compared to the Monks quite some time into the battle. So that was quite interesting to see. Next up we have the Wizard versus Hellhound. We've got the Hellhound right here, and the Wizard can heal, so we'll use him from here. That's Hellhound, very, very quick. In the campaign he likes to go around and explore the map, tends to get himself in trouble and killed off pretty quickly. He's doing a lot of damage here to the Wizard. Quite surprising that. I thought the Wizard was a lot tankier than that. I thought he'd be able to take him down, and the Hellhound might actually have the Wizard off here. Unless he gets a healing. Wow, did not expect that. That's a bit of an upset there. Twice the Hellhound has surprised us with with how much damage it does. I really thought the wizard had that bracket sealed. Troll versus fly. We've got the fly there straight away. Have to go all the way down. Looks like I haven't put the troll in there. Have to get him and the fly from here. That fly absolutely rapid. Took a meteor there from, or a grenade from the troll and just finished him off. Easily done. Easily done. Next up we have the beetle versus barbarian. A little bit unfortunate, a little bit unfair on the beetle there, but he is a first level creature. See if we can find him in here. I can see the barbarian, so we'll get him from there and the beetle from here. And the beetle does have that freeze. You see it come out. Barbarian, he has protect, which reduces damage by 25%, and then it's just melee. So it's a very similar fight to what we saw with the beetle and the skeleton previously. There we go. The barbarian's quite easily won that, and I think that's a win for his bracket. We've got a very angry Horned Reaper here, having finished off the barbarian. Next up we're going to have a fairy versus a dragon. This is the one I'm most anticipating. Our barbarian does have quite a bit of HP, 700 HP. It's quite a lot. So let's get the fairy in. Turns out she's quite hard to grab. Versus the dragon. Looks like I didn't place him in there, so I'm going to have to get the dragon from here. There's that lightning freeze from the fairy. She's using drain again. Guided missile, a lot of lightning there. She's doing a lot of damage. That dragon hasn't been able to get anywhere close. Those meteors pushing him back. He's going to have to use that heal soon. He does have a large health pool. He's getting closer. Can he inflict some damage now he's up close? There's that word of power. Wow, easily done for the fairy. That's quite a substantial victory there. I didn't think it'd be quite so easy. And then we have the dwarf versus the samurai. Now there's the samurai frozen up, and the dwarf is the red beard one. We've got the freeze there. Managed to rebound it back onto the samurai. The samurai does have lightning, but he has that very quick attack speed and a lot of damage there. Put him in there to finish it off. He's got that freeze on. Oh, he must have his own freeze as well. Let's have a look. Yes, he does. He has lightning speeds and freeze, so that's what he used. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. So we'll move ourselves across over to the brackets now. Moving over to the brackets, we can see what the results are now. So we've got the vampire win, orc win, hellhound win, very good win there, monk win, another good win, barbarian, troll, fairy and samurai. Now these bottom four brackets are completed. So we have the witch with 2 wins here, winner of group E. Group F is barbarian, group G is the fairy, and group H is the samurai. Now unfortunately this site doesn't update with these things here, no matter what I do in them. So I've moved it over onto Excel. So we can see here where we've got the different brackets. We've got the samurai, witch, barbarian and fairy already put in, and we'll see who they go up to. So remember from group C that was quite a difficult one, difficult bracket, which they've all got to go against. That was the one containing the Druid, Mistress, Monk and Knight. So that's a really difficult bracket. Whereas if we have a look at, say, Group D, a little bit easier. There's some tougher ones in there. I'd say the softest group is Group B here. It'd be interesting to see who wins out of that. I think at the moment the Orc's on 2 wins. Now if the Archer gets a win against Demon Spawn, puts him up 1. Orc versus Demon Spawn, I think the Orc's got it. And I think that might be Orc overall. But we have had upsets in the past. So we'll find out in round 4. Round 4, I'll end up doing 2 from each of these brackets, I think. Yeah, that's 8 matches. And then we can move on to round 5, which will be some of the finishing off ones and a final look at the brackets. So on to round 4 in the next video.